In this lecture, we are discussing about types of DC machines. So you can see here, first is separately excited DC machine, second is shunt bound or that is also called shunt machine, third is series bound or series machine, fourth is compound bound or compound machine. So, as we know, the magnetic flux in a DC machine is produced by field coils carrying current. Field coils carrying current. So, the production of magnetic flux in the machine by circulating current in the field winding, that is called excitation. So excitation is very important. Excitation means the production of magnetic flux in the machine by circulating current in the field winding is called excitation. This is your field, you can see here. When the current is circulating in this coil, that is known as excitation. There are two methods of excitation. First is separate excitation and second is self excitation. Separate excitation means in separate excitation the field coil are energized by a separate DC source. As you can see here, we apply a DC source. That means in separate excitation means the field coils are energized by a separate DC source. In self excitation means the current flowing through the field winding is supplied by the machine itself. There is no need of external DC supply. That is known as self excitation. Self excitation means the current flowing through the field winding is supplied by the machine itself. There is no need of DC supply. That is known as self excitation. So here we are discussing about firstly we are discussing about separately excited DC machine. Separately excited DC machine means separately excited DC generator as well as separately excited DC motor. So in this diagram you can see here, this is separately excited DC generator. Separately excited DC generator means as I have saying earlier, the name implies, or we can say that separately excited means that is energized by a separate DC source. So you can see here the connection of separately excited DC generator. Here we apply a DC supply and this is your field. In this field the current is circulating. After that you will get excitation. So here is field, so the flowing current is known as IF. IF means your field current, and this is represents your armature. This sign represents armature. Now, so here we have armature current. Armature current is represented by IA. So field current is represented by IF and armature current is represented by IA. And you know very well, this is your terminals. This is your terminal voltage. If we connect a load here, then we get a load current. So this is your separately excited DC generator. Similarly, we have separately excited DC motor. In this diagram you can see here the connections are same, but the direction of current will be changed because as we had discussed earlier in previous lectures, in the case of motor we have back EMF or counter EMF. So that's why the direction of current will be changed. Here this is your field will be same, but armature direction of armature current is changed. So this connection for separately excited DC motor, rest will be same. This is your field current, this is your field. We apply DC supply at field. This is your field current IF and this is your armature current IA and this is your voltage. So this is your separately excited DC motor, we represents by this diagram. Now the second machine is shunt bound or shunt machine. So, what do you mean by shunt bound or shunt machine? Means, as we know, a machine which is connected, uh, a machine in which the field winding is connected in parallel with armature. You can see here, this is your armature and this is your field winding. So when the armature is connected in parallel with field winding, that is known as shunt bound machine or shunt machine. Or we can say that a machine in which the field coils are connected in parallel with the armature is called a shunt machine, since the shunt field receives the full output voltage of a generator or the supply voltage of a motor. You can see here. So if we have shunt bound DC generator, we connect a field winding uh, is in parallel with armature. So we can say that this is your shunt bound DC machine. This is your shunt field winding, this is your armature. So there will be here you will have armature current. Armature current is represented by IA, and this is your ISH. ISH means this is your field current, but ISH means shunt field. Here you have shunt field, so current represents by ISH. Armature current is IA and field current is ISH, means shunt current, and this is your load current. If we here connected a load, so the I represents your load current. So this is your shunt bound DC generator. Similarly, shunt bound DC motor means diagram will be same, where armature is connected in parallel with the field winding, that is known as shunt bound DC motor. Similarly, shunt field is represented by RSH, armature current is IA, and field winding current means shunt current ISH, and load current means I. So this is your connection for shunt bound DC motor. Now next machine is series bound DC machine. Series bound DC machine means a DC machine in which the field coils are connected in series with the armature is called a series machine. The series field winding carries the armature current, and since the armature current is large, the series field winding consists of few turns of wire of large cross sectional area in comparison of shunt field winding. So you can see here, a field winding is connected in series with armature. You can see here, this is your field winding and this is your armature. Both are connected in series, that's why this is known as series bound DC machine. So field winding is known as series field. Series field means that is represented by RSE, resistance of series. So series field winding is represented by RSE. So current series field current means ISE, and here you have armature current IA, and this is your load current I, and your voltage is V. So this is your DC series generator. Similarly, you have DC series motor. Means series motor means where series field, where a field is connected with armature in series, that is known as DC series motor. You can see here, your field is connected with armature in series. So this is your field, that is represented by RSE. This is your armature. So armature current is IA, so field current is ISE, and this is your I. So but difference between generator and motor, your direction of current will be reverse. So that's why this connection is known as DC series motor. Now next is compound bound DC machine. Firstly, what is compound bound DC machine? Compound bound DC machine means a DC machine having both shunt and series field, both, that is known as compound machine. We are saying a DC machine having both shunt and series field is called a compound machine. So you can see here we have both windings, shunt and series. So if here we have short shunt compound DC generator. Shunt compound DC generator means the compound machine may be connected in two ways. First is if the shunt field is connected in parallel with the armature alone, not with series. So you can see here a shunt field is connected in armature with with armature in parallel alone. That's why this is known as short shunt compound DC generator. Here shunt field and armature are in parallel, and here we have a series winding. So this is known as compound short shunt compound DC generator. Definition of short shunt compound DC generator is the compound machine may be connected in this way, or we can say that if the shunt field is connected in parallel with the armature alone, the machine is called the short shunt compound machine. Now if the shunt field is in parallel with both armature and series, that then that is known as long shunt compound machine. That is in next slide. So firstly we have discussed here short shunt compound DC generator. You can see here short shunt compound DC generator, your shunt field is connected in parallel with armature. This is your shunt field RSH, this is your armature. So here you have shunt current ISH, here this is your armature current and divided in ISH and ISE. ISH means your shunt current, ISE means your series current, and this is your series winding RSE, and this is your load current I. If we connected our load here, then, and this is your voltage. So connection will be same for compound DC motor, but the direction of current will be reverse. You can see here shunt winding is connected in parallel with armature, field is RSH, field current is ISH, armature current is IA, and similarly series winding is RSE, series current is ISE, and total current is I, and this is your voltage, but your direction of current will be reverse. So this is your short shunt compound DC motor. Next is long shunt compound DC machine. Long shunt compound DC machine means if the shunt field is in parallel with both armature and series, that is known as long shunt compound machine. So if we have long shunt compound machine, here we have long shunt DC generator. Long shunt DC generator means both windings are connected in parallel with armature. So or definition of long shunt compound machine means if the shunt field is in parallel with both armature and series. If shunt winding, you can see here, if shunt winding is connected in parallel with series winding and armature, then that is known as long shunt DC generator. So this is your field winding, shunt field winding RSH, and this is your series field winding RSE. Here armature is connected in series with series winding, but field winding is connected in parallel with both, with series winding and with armature. That's why this is known as long shunt DC generator. Series winding is represented by RSE. Here we have armature, so there is a current, armature current IA. With this winding we have a current ISE, series current, and this is your shunt current ISH, and this is your total current I. Connection will be same in the case of long shunt DC motor. Definition will be same. Shunt field winding is connected in parallel with both series winding and armature. So that is known as long shunt DC motor. Field winding is represented by RSH. Here series winding is represented by RSE. If we have here armature, then there is a current, armature current, that is represented by IA. So but direction of current will be reverse in the case of DC motor. So these are the types of DC motors. After that, we can say that if the magnetic flux produced by the series winding, so flux produced by the shunt field winding and the machine is said to be cumulatively compounded. Cumulatively compounded means if the magnetic flux produced by the series winding add the flux produced by the shunt field winding. If we are adding both flux by the shunt field and the series field, then that is known as cumulatively compounded DC machine. If the series field flux opposes the shunt field flux, then the machine is said to be differentially compounded DC machine. Means if the flux are adds flux by the shunt field and flux by the series field, if the both fluxes are add, then we are saying that is known as cumulatively compounded DC machine. But if the series field flux opposes the shunt field flux, that machine is said to be differentially compounded DC machine. So these are the types of DC machine. Now we have lap and wave winding. So first of all, what is the definition of lap winding? Lap winding means the ends of each armature coils are connected to adjacent segments on the commutator so that the total number of parallel path means A. Total number of parallel path is equal to the total number of poles. Total number of parallel path is represented by A and total number of poles is represented by P. So the definition of lap winding means the ends of each armature coils are connected to adjacent segments on the commutator so that the total number of parallel path is equal to the total number of poles. That is represented by A equals to P, because A is equals to total number of parallel path and P is equals to total number of poles. So in lap winding, A is equals to P. And in wave winding, firstly definition of wave winding is the ends of each armature coil are connected to commutator segments some distance apart so that only two parallel paths are provided between the positive and negative brushes. That means wave winding A is equals to 2. A means number of parallel path. So A is equals to 2. If we are talking about lap winding, that means A is equals to P, and if we are talking about wave winding, that means A is equals to 2. Or in general case, lap winding is used in low voltage high current machine. Lap winding is known as or used as in low voltage high current machine, but wave winding is used in high voltage low current machine. Thank you.